Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we have one simple but really exciting focus. We're looking at Japan's new smart football system. This strategy is making them a very strong team and a real danger for the 2026 World Cup. So let's jump right in and see exactly how they are changing the way we think about football. Okay, here's our plan for today. First, a new football power. Second, the DNA project plan. Third, star players in Europe. Fourth, a very smart system. And fifth, breaking the World Cup curse.
Let's start with Section 1, a new football power.
Now, you might be wondering, how far can Japan really go in the next World Cup? Well, people used to think Japan was an easy team to play against. But think about this one small number, 17.7%. In the 2022 World Cup, Japan actually beat Spain. But get this, during that game, Japan only had the ball for 17.7% of the time. That proves a really big point. Japan doesn't need to hold the ball to win a game. They're totally happy to let the other team pass it around, while they just wait for the absolute perfect moment. And man, when they find that perfect moment, they are dangerous. Take this big 4-0 win against Tunisia in a friendly match. People thought Tunisia would be super hard to break down, but Japan won easily and scored 4 goals. This shows us they can beat strong international teams, and they do it with complete control. Moving on to Section 2, the DNA project plan. So, to understand how Japan got so strong today, we really need to look at the past. Strong teams don't just appear by magic, right? They are built with a plan. A long time ago, baseball was actually the #1 sport in Japan. Football wasn't very popular at all. But in 2016, Japan started a really smart new idea. They called it Project DNA. The goal was super simple: make young players better and send them to play in Europe. They wanted to completely change the sports culture. To make this happen, they used a very clever business idea. They had a big TV deal. So they told the local football clubs, hey, you will only get this TV money if you develop young stars. Basically, they turned their local league into a talent farm for the national team. They forced clubs to grow young talent from the ground up, making sure the future was bright. All right, Section 3, star players in Europe. Let's move to the present and see how this builds. Right now, that Project DNA plan from 2016 is working perfectly. The young players grew up, and now they are huge stars. Japan has players in the very best leagues in Europe. We have Wataru Endo at Liverpool. He's the strong heartbeat and the top defender. Then there's Takefusa Kubo in Spain. He is the magic creator. And Ayase Uda in the Netherlands. He's the star striker who scores the goals. The plan was just a massive success. But here is the real secret. Even with these big names, Japan doesn't build around a superstar. They build a system. They win because they play together as one group, not because of just one famous player. Every single guy does his job perfectly to help the whole team win. Which brings us to Section 4, a very smart system. So, this is the most important part of our explainer today. We know they have good players, but how do they actually play on the pitch? The answer is their super simple 3-step system. Step 1, use a strong defense and stay very close together. Step 2, wait patiently for the other team to make a mistake. And step 3, the second they get the ball, launch a super fast attack. It sounds simple, but it is very hard to stop. And don't just take my word for it. Listen to Virgil van Dijk, the captain of the Netherlands team. He said, the problem is that Japan right now has the type of control that doesn't let opponents play the way they want. That's a huge compliment. Big European teams truly respect and fear Japan's system now. They know Japan forces them into making bad choices. We have another great point from football legend Dijk Ibrahimović. He said, the biggest mistake is going onto the pitch thinking you must win from the start. This brilliantly illustrates how Ibrahimović knows Japan uses the other team's panic to win. If you rush or try too hard to score quickly, Japan's system will trap you and beat you on the fast attack. Finally, Section 5, breaking the World Cup curse. So, what does all of this smart planning mean for the 2026 World Cup? Well, think about Japan's history. They kind of have a curse. In 2002, 2010, 2018, and 2022, their story always stopped in the exact same place, the round of 16. It's like they hit an invisible glass ceiling. They play wonderfully, but they can just never reach the final 8 teams. In 2026, their path will be very hard. They're in a tough group with the Netherlands, Sweden, and Tunisia. And if they move forward, computer data shows a very high chance they will face the giant team, Brazil, early in the games. But remember what we learned today. Japan's smart system doesn't fear giant teams anymore. They already know exactly how to beat them.
So, I want to leave you with this provocative question to think about. Can Japan's smart system finally break their World Cup glass ceiling? They have the plan, they have the players, and they have the perfect strategy. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep your eyes on this team because what they are building is truly exciting.